To my St. Paul's family, hello from Swanee, Tennessee. My apologies for my first take narration over this little photo essay. I am rather brain dead from finals week, and so I just decided to speak from the heart. Magnify. The word magnify is notably associated with the Magnificat, which is found in the Gospel of Luke in the infancy narratives. Mary goes to visit Elizabeth, who is the future mother of John the Baptist. And Elizabeth marvels that Mary is going to be the mother of the long-awaited Messiah. Elizabeth says, "Blessed is she who believed that there would be a fulfillment of what was spoken to her by the Lord." And Mary responds, "My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has looked with favor on the lowliness of his servant. Surely from now on all generations will call me blessed, for the Mighty One has done great things for me, and holy is his name." Now, the word magnify has several definitions. It can mean to make something larger, to intensify something, or to extol or praise something, as Mary uses the word at the beginning of the Magnificat. So at lunch one day, I was telling my classmates about how I was going to create a reflection based on the word magnify. And I was taking brainstorming ideas. And my friend William said, "You should do a reflection on how this semester of seminary thus far has taught you about magnifying the Lord." And that sounded like a great idea. Although when I got home, sat down to work on it, I got a little flustered because it was kind of like, well, I did a lot of reading, note-taking, writing papers, went to chapel a whole lot, read in chapel a whole lot. Let's see, where was the glorifying there? I mean, like, did I miss that day? But of course, after some time reflecting and looking through a whole bunch of photos that I had taken over the semester, I found that the Lord had been glorified in so many everyday ways. Worship. I attended many worship services this semester, and I also learned about our worship services. And you couldn't help but marvel at how rich our Anglican tradition is and the many different ways that we can worship and praise and magnify God together. Here's a picture of the outside of Chapel of the Apostles, which is the chapel for the seminary. And we have 3 services there a day during the week. We do the daily office and noon Eucharist. We use Rite 1, Rite 2, enriching our worship, bilingual worship, many different opportunities to explore the liturgy that our tradition gives us. And this is just a fun photo with Professor Bogert Winkler, because she used to be Bishop Rob's curate. So when she and I served together at a service, we had to take a selfie and send it over to his office. And over on the main campus, where the undergraduates are, you can find All Saints Chapel, which is a gorgeous Gothic grand building, which is absolutely not necessary for a meetup with God, but I will gladly enjoy it while I'm here at Sewanee. All Saints holds a Sunday morning worship service, but also other services as well. Recently, the undergraduate choir hosted its annual Lessons and Carols service, where the church was decorated beautifully by undergraduates with greens found around campus. And every Tuesday evening, a special seminary choir holds evensong in this chapel. And just last week, I attended a service of Holy Eucharist in honor of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Our Lady of Guadalupe. Now, of course, all of those worship services magnified and praised the Lord in many ways. But the best example of us putting our praise into action was on All Saints, where baby Zai, who is the son of our classmates Ethan and Anatole, was baptized. Now, of course, in addition to all these wonderful worship experiences, I am at seminary to be academically formed. I am here to study and learn. Class lectures by experts in the fields, textbooks, and primary sources that date back to the early church are all designed to help us, to prepare us to spread the gospel and share the faith one day, to magnify the Lord. And here's a photo of the first year's classroom. My classmates and I stay in this room, and our different professors come in to teach us on different days. Now, a quite unexpected source of formation for me is a group called Catechumenate, which meets on Wednesday evenings. And it's an undergraduate formation program that teaches the basics of the faith in small group settings. So I attended the first night just because I was curious to see what campus ministry was like. And I was assigned to a small group, they said, for the next 9 months. At this, I balked because I thought, well, I'm a seminarian, I don't really need to learn the basics of the faith. But once those undergraduates started sharing questions and concerns and reflecting on the Bible, I knew it was not an opportunity to be missed. It was something that was definitely going to teach me and form me, and it's just been a lovely experience. And this is the chapel off the main church where my small group happens to meet, and it's, as you can see, a lovely space. And there is no doubt that the geographic location of my seminary experience is visually stunning. So I will just let these photos extol and magnify God's creation for you. Now, forget the Gothic architecture and the vistas. My seminary community here is absolutely where I see a stunning amount of God's grace being magnified. The warm welcome we received from the upperclassmen when we first moved there, and the care that we received when we had breakthrough COVID from our classmates, delivering food, Kleenex, cough drops, all of it. It was truly beloved community. And a few photos of my always fun, ever supportive, faithful classmates. Well, after all those smiley, fun photographs, I'm not going to deny that I've faced some really hard and challenging things this semester as well. I have 3 more images to show you, and I think they illustrate really well how the Lord is magnified in that darkness, those times of darkness that we all experience. So here you can see the university Christmas tree. It's just one of the giant trees on the undergraduate campus that they strung like a gazillion lights on. But it turns out the best thing about the tree, we discovered one night when someone yelled out to us, "Hey, you have to come in under the tree to really see it." And once we got in there, it was just dazzling and enchanting to be on that side of the leaves and the branches. And this photo is my favorite because it looks like I came back the next day during the daylight hours to take it, but I didn't. I took it that same very night. It's just that once you were under the protection of the tree, it just didn't matter. It didn't seem like it was a dark winter's night out there anymore. And I hope that all of us have a Christmas season like this. I hope that we're able to gather and feel protected and dazzled by things that light up our life. And I hope we all just feel inspired to look up and say, wow,